So I worked at Northwestern in the surgical intensive care unit for 8 years. But then the the calling to serve our country really got into my heart. And so that's in 1995, I decided to join the Army. And it was from there, it was actually, it's been a great experience for me to be in the Army. It's so much different from working in a civilian hospital because it's not just being able to work in the hospital setting. I love the challenges of physical fitness, and I love going into deployments, going into field hospitals, and really experience the austere environment. It's kind of weird in a sense, right? But the experience that I gained being a military nurse is so much more positive than, you hear horror stories from other people. But there are a lot of it's a being in the military, being in a deployment setting is dangerous. However, there is some kind of like passion that I sense when I was wearing the uniform, that being able to serve our country and being able to take care of our service members, and at the same time being able to take care of other people from all over the nation. I had an opportunity to deploy in uh, different parts of the world. I spent a year in Afghanistan. I spent a few months in Pakistan. I also deployed in Angola, Africa. And I also spent a few months in Ukraine and, of course, in Bosnia. So, all these experiences that I gained as a military nurse really something that I will cherish throughout my life. And I am passionate about this, and I'm always, it excites me whenever I talk about this with other people. So I spent 23 years in the military. I move around every 2 to 3 years to different stations. And my final destination was in Hawaii, where in 2015, I was offered a job to be at first to be the chief nurse of the hospital at Tripler Army Medical Center. And then we restructured and I became one of the deputy commanders, which is similar to a vice president position of a medical center in a civilian hospital. And I was in charge of all the inpatient sections, inpatient services. And I did that for 3 years. When it was time for me to move again, I decided to drop my retirement because I really love being in Hawaii. To be in a tropical island similar to the Philippines is really, it's really awesome. It's really paradise. So I decided to retire in 2018. So in a nutshell, my nursing career has been really exciting. Lots of experiences, great experiences, and opportunities that open up more doors for me.